And that was Elton John Brobe doing a little more commentary on the visuals after the victory speech of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is the president-elect of the Republic of Ghana. And he says, more importantly, this is a victory that is for all Ghanaians. And indeed, if you get interactive on many of the social media platforms for which we as your election headquarters have been activating, you get to see that many of the templates for the graphics, etc., by you as citizens have been about how Ghana has been a winner.
Yeah. Let me also say that the declaration also confirmed Joy News's projection, which predicted a win for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo with a margin of some 53.35%. According to EC statistics, Nana Akufo-Addo recorded 53.85% of the total vote cast, as against 44.40. And a lot of you appreciating very much the work of our crew and sending lots of messages. A lot of you bigging us up. We had the entire multimedia team working on these elections. We've got our colleagues on Adom Television, Radio, Joy FM, and then Joy News, all of us working together with the entire support team. So we had a massive team of multimedia crew helping us through this coverage.
And for those who also helped in as experts, doing a lot more analysis with us, Evans Mensah, we have Varaba, we also have Jifan, we have Israel, we have Samson, who will be with us just after the show, and a lot more of the personalities who are in the background, Jahunyan, we have also Derek Okosam, Abladi Souza, Emma Morrison, and Elvis Kwashi, and the management of the entire multimedia group. We are privileged to have brought you this very coverage. But we also know, after that very speech by the president-elect Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the papers, whether they're public or not, or tabloids, would have to be saying a lot more things about him. And logically, his pictures are all splashed on the front pages, Malavi.
Yeah. Before I even dig into the papers, and I'll start off with the Ghanaian Times newspaper, we also salute our colleagues in Kumasi. Love FM was with us throughout this coverage, and all our colleagues who work with Love FM in Shira FM, the entire group there, as well as the correspondents across the entire country also helped with this coverage. We salute all of you. Now let's go to the Ghanaian Times newspaper front page. It is Nana Addo. He polled 5,716,026 votes, promises change in Ghana's destiny. So that's the man on the front page of the paper. There's a little picture of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who is obviously the next vice president of Ghana. So you meet your president-elects plus his vice presidents. Front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Back page, mad rush for NPP items. This probably was before the declaration. And yesterday, after our projection, a lot of people were convinced and knew that Nana had won. They were only waiting on the Electoral Commission to give a confirmation, and then the celebrations confidently began. So a center spread of the paper would let you have an appreciation of how people went about their business yesterday, those who were buying the paraphernalias, and some of the election observer groups. Here's President Mahama with Johnson Asiedu Nketia by his side. And this was earlier in the day yesterday when some NDC supporters marched all in white to his residence, and then he decided to spend about a minute or two to address them. This was when he said everybody should calm down, wait on the Electoral Commission for declaration. All right, so some scenes of the celebration in Accra in the Ghanaian Times newspaper, Roland.
So we have to go to the Daily Graphic. It is the biggest national daily, biggest national selling daily in Ghana. And we have on the front page a picture of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He's the president-elect of the Republic of Ghana, and he's flanked by his wife, Rebecca, as well as his vice presidential candidate, and the vice presidential candidate's wife as well, Samira. Very interesting pictures, but they have other stories. As Akufo-Addo, our next president, I will not let you down, he assures Ghanaians, and true winners of 2016 election Ghanaians. President Mahama quoted. I know this is not a time for trolling, etc., but you can see, you know, the victors are always the heroes. So the pictures are big, and the losers have smaller pictures.
Okay, but equally you can just do this.
Yes, I know. Time changes.
Yeah.
These,
there you have it. That's the biggest front page you can have.
These dailies are bad. When you look how it's splash big, president, they're already putting themselves in order. But I mean, that's just part of it. But you go to the central spread, you have various pictures there from the Electoral Commission scenes that took place, and you also have MPP supporters trying to make a mockery of the Usain Bolt stance always adopted by President John Dramani Mahama during the campaigning, and you have the campaign manager of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's campaign, former chairman of the NPP Peter McMahon, and the general secretary of the NDC Johnson Asiedu Nketiah in the pictures, and so various pictures from numerous events. I can see Israel Lai, who decided to permanently station himself at the Electoral Commission. Of course, he was assigned there as well. But it's part of the commitment to make sure Ghana was as peaceful as it can be. We know that there were a number of agitations, etc., within the period. But we thank God that we were able to sail through. The elections themselves were very peaceful. There were no queues as we would have recorded in other elections, and a lot more appropriate as it is. Great, Mama D.
Yeah, let's do the Spectator newspaper next. Nana Addo breaks myth of the Johns. Yeah, this one was also trending. So you've got John Rawlings, John Kufuor, John Mills, John Mahama. Ladies and gentlemen, make way for the Nanes. If your name begins with a Nana, get ready to stand for president. Because they say the myths have been broken. That's the Spectator newspaper. Back page, we've got some sports. Second chance for whom? Dogbe goes all out tonight. Oh, so we've been talking a lot about elections, but apparently undefeated Isaac Royal Storm Dogbe will come up against one Julian Evaristo. Aristotle, is that it? Of Argentina. They've got a bout. They've got a bout. So there's a bout. Everything has
Is it in Ghana?
Yeah.
Okay. We've already had one bout, strong one.
Okay, wait, no, wait, hang on. I don't know if it's in Ghana. It will be in New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the center spread of the Daily Graphic. Let me just take you through there, and if the camera will just go closer, you get to find it says MPs elected in 2016 polls. You have Dr. Zanoto Rawlings for Clotte Colley. For Ewutu Senior West, we have George Anda. We also have Tina Mensah. We have Vincent Odote Soa, football administrator, Kujo Ponkroma. We have a number of personalities there. Somebody I've loved during this campaign. I've always stepped, could make a mark in the campaign. Really did. Dr. Okoboy, MP-elect Lojo Kuku, and we have other Chenche to former Accra Mayor. No, is it former? He's still Accra Mayor for the meantime.
Yeah,
but
he
now,
is still Accra Mayor.
Yeah, but elected for Ablekuma. Ablekuma, no? Yeah, Ablekuma South. And then you have Joe Mensah, who is MP-elect for Kwesimintim constituency, and Na Afole Botri, MP-elect for Krowa constituency. She was at the Ni Manchayiku way. And then, of course, we have Neelante Vanderpoel, MP-elect for Ododo. We also have to say very good morning to you wherever you are. Member of Parliament as well as MP-elect for Damango, Adams Mutawakilo, always helping us with a lot more analysis on the show. We have to thank you for your contributions throughout the period.
Yeah. All right, let's do the Mirror. Are you done with your election-related stories? I'm like...
from the Daily Graphic, but I have the Daily Guide.
Princess Christmas. So
okay.
Finish
okay,
that.
so I have the Daily Guide. And the Daily Guide, they're always mischievous. Daily Guide.
Yeah,
so,
it's the same. You can stretch it.
Yeah. I told you. Daily, all the daily. So we have Daily Guide. Game over. Nana wins. 2016 election. Mahama concedes EC and EC declares. We have jubilations galore. You have a picture there of, you know, the whole protagonists in this whole drama of the elections. All of them there. All of them there. We have John Dramani Mahama, the president, and the flag bearer for the ruling NDC, the EC chair. Somebody I've also loved throughout the period. And that center spread, instead of showing those who won, the Daily Guide now says when Ghana went to the polls. You have all the losers. Okay, at least we have 2 winners from the MPP side. So we have the president who lost his bid to become the president once again, second time running per election. And Baba Jamal says out. Baba Jamal out. Hana Sewatete out. Alhaji Amadu Sorogo out. Benita Okitidwa and out. Ni Amasana Mwale. Good morning to you, Mr. Amasana Mwale. What's his slogan? Say Namwale. Yes, Namwale. Say Namwale. Movement for Namwale. And then out, Dr. Hannah Louise Abisio, and in Georganda, in Dr. Ukubwe, in Nanado Danko Kufuado. It's always a joyous period.
Yeah, it is. All right, let me do my the Mirror now. When Ghana went to the polls, a recap of the polling activities in the Mirror newspaper. But Christmas on hold, the paper reports. Christmas on hold. I guess Christmas has been released now that we've got the elections out of our way. And there's some sports back page of the paper, but Roland says, forget about sports. So that's it for the Mirror. You have any more to share?
No, I think that'll be it for now. That'll be it for the newspapers we have in the studio.
All right, so send us your messages on 0560 800,000, and we love all of you because you're showing appreciation for the massive work that we did for the election coverage, and you're sending messages. You can send us more on 0560 800,000. Here's one that says, you guys are really the election headquarters. That's an extensive electoral coverage indeed. Kindly include your name when you send us messages. This one says, your sleepless, oh, let me get the message back. Your sleepless night at the expense of Mother Ghana. God bless you. Courage. Avino from Agbozoma sending us this WhatsApp message, and Roland is getting ready to do some online review.
We go to our wall, and we have inserted the foremost online portal for you. And many of you were watching us live as we streamed on Major Online. Well, you can find us always there. So we had an election HQ page. You view Ghana election 2016 provisional results as well. All available. You go up. We have stories about the hot audio, Akufo-Addo's acceptance speech also available. But elsewhere on the sub-region is about what's taking place in the Gambia, and the Gambian leader Yahya Jammeh apparently is already rejecting election results for the presidential election that was convened in this country, for which he already had called with the presence of the international media to congratulate his opponents who had won earlier. It's just been a week, and already he's saying he's annoyed. I don't know what that means. Perhaps we can do some analysis on the sidelines of our perspective of issues in Ghana. And then we have other stories there. Akufo-Addo's acceptance speech also available. Mohammed's concession speech. I have done my bit. Yes, you have. I'll remember you for the great Kwame Nkrumah interchange we have around. Always a sight to behold. And he's a very good man. I mean, we've all encountered him in our work. So we say congratulations to him as well. He comported himself as a president and as losing candidate for the NDC. Once again, Joy News accurately projects winner of 2016 elections, and it's about keeping to your timelines, making sure that you get the figures correctly. You may not have gotten all the computations or the inputs rightly, but it's just within accepted margin of error trends, and you could find that you get to the page majoronline.com. You could have a lot more analysis on this very subject of the projection of the winner of the 2016 elections. And I should say it's not the first time that Joy had already been doing that. Joy FM, now the multimedia family. I will not let you down with Akufo-Addo promises in victory speech. You have a picture there of the president-elect, and he's again there having his audio and the EC's declaration of the president-elect, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. EC confirms Akufo-Addo is president-elect of Ghana, and the last page we have to go to. Retreat is not defeat. General Mosquito promises NDC return in 2020. We wish you all the best. We need parties to create a vibrant atmosphere for our democratic dispensation in the Fourth Republic. And we should say that all the parties and the players in the political process have played key roles during the Fourth Republic since 1992, and we should congratulate them. That's how it is. That's how it should be. The role of the media on one side and the role of the political parties and the observers and civil society on the other side, and the international community. They get to keep our democracy strong and vibrant as it is, because tolerance should be the thrust or the pinnacle at which we tend to operate. And we say congratulations to all the players. We have City FM Online. History will judge my contributions taken out from the speech of the President, John Dramani Mahama. And Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wins, captures presidency in historic victory. And you go up also, we have Mahama concede, calls Nana Addo to congratulate him. GH elections, I know Mahama will do the right thing. You go up. Imani lists 5 key issues Akufo-Addo government should tackle. And let's look at this. Imani lists 5 key issues Akufo-Addo government should tackle. Already, the president-elect during his electioneering or campaign alongside his vice presidential candidate had promised that they would do a lot more, indicating certain key things. And if you go on social media and you go to the various news portals, you get to find a lot more of them. But policy think tank Imani Ghana has listed 5 areas that it believes the New Patriotic Party and the president-elect should tackle with urgency, and you have them there. You go up, it said below is a full statement. Let's go up. It said risk analysis on all government projects. The president should not become the strategic hub for policy planning from a financial and technical point of view. Political accountability resides in the executive, and that is enough. Okay. Truly reform the pension sector. And then determine an optimal level of taxation. It says, what level of public spending is desirable for a developing country such as Ghana? Should the government spend 1/10, 1/3, or half of the national income? The size of government expenditure is naturally associated with the ideal level of tax revenue. Taxes are a necessary evil, but a generally accepted view is that they should not be a disincentive for profitable economic activity. The fourth point that Imani says the president-elect and his government should look at is the subject of avoiding wasteful projects. Even though we all applauded the decision to go biometric in the last 2 elections, every objective observer knew we have already collected biometric details of citizens for the following processes and purposes, and that's the national passports, the e-switch payment platforms, and the national identification system. It says we also have the national health insurance, the driver's license, the voter's ID. They are calling for harmonization of all these. And I'm sure that if we're able to do that, the 2020 general election should be a lot more peaceful and less devoid of decorum than we'll witness ever in our democratic dispensation. And the last one, I said, review the single spine salary structure for the civil service and consolidate salaries. It's a previous government attempt to quadruple the salaries of public sector workers through the single spine salary scheme has been a drawback to strengthening the private sector as an innovator. And so after the victory, etc., we're back to the drawing board of doing the real business of government work. And I'm sure that the president-elect and his government from January 7, 2017 will take a look at some of these hard facts, especially these very contributions by Imani Ghana. We have other stories there. Meet Ghana's new president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, and other stories on the page, City FM Online. Now let's go to the Africa page of the BBC. It says, Gambian leader rejects. I thought Ghana, we had a nice election, we should have been there, but Yahya Jammeh decided to take over the space. Yeah, but must be very interesting as it is.
Yeah. Like I can't think far right
now. Yes. I thought you consider. I thought we had done well. It's just a little over 12 hours or less than that. 6 hours, I feel.
This is how I describe it.
And then already Ghana is off and Gambia is on.
It was a mannequin challenge for him.
And you know Jim Clancy used to work with CNN back in the day, and on his Twitter handle and on his Facebook said they had said they said Ghana's president concedes defeat. And Jim Clancy wrote to the handle, I think, was it Al Jazeera or something, wrote to the handle, please, Ghana is not the Gambia. Because, I mean, his thought was that we always have peaceful elections. So it's not a big deal if the president concedes defeat.
It was actually until recently when he left CNN because of a tweet.
Yes, we know.
Because of it.
Because same because of a tweet. Yes. So we have on the Africa page, Mama V, it says Gambian leader rejects election results. What do you make of this?
No. I said it was a mannequin challenge when he was unfrozen. That's when he realized what he had done.
Yeah, it says, yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I shouldn't put a spell on him.
That's it.
You know, there's
come back to reality.
Some areas in Ghana, they said they can put a spell on you and then you do
No, but I think, more seriously, Jahu has lived in Gambia for such a long time.
She's lived there?
And we thought we were going to send her back to Gambia. But she told me that, the opposition leader who had just won the elections and, his people, there were talks about Yahya Jammeh being prosecuted and things like that. Listen, you want the man to leave.
He hasn't exited, yes.
He hasn't exited, and you're threatening, you're putting all these things in his face.
There's no handover of power yet. Now
He's going to change his mind. So they should have just pampered him a little, let him go away, and then you can decide to come up with
Look at this man. And we know he's a real estate businessman, entrepreneur, etc. And he contested against Yahya Jammeh, who had been in power since 1994. And the gentleman just said, called him before the international press, the local press, and said, I was congratulating you. And just after a week,
because they were saying all the things they were saying. Just chill. Let them hand over. Because for all you know, all the corruption things you've heard, they are just rumors. They may not be real, So we're back to square one.
Yeah. So Gambia decided to take our place just 6 hours after we had declared who the winner, the president-elect of our country. So
I'm glad we're not making international headlines.
Oh, but we should have been making.
No, but we have an opposition leader wins Ghanaian election, which is cool.
Please, let's go up. Opposition leader wins Ghanaian election. It says Ghana's opposition leader Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wins Wednesday's presidential election. And Ivory Coast's three-word address system. And I know that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in this campaign had always talked about how Ivory Coast was doing well, etc. So perhaps maybe we can take a cue of many of the things. I'm sure we'll do a lot of the things that Ivory Coast does. And do it better. Dozens dead in Nigeria's suicide attack. And then we have first African Union leadership debate. So those are the stories we have on the Africa page of the BBC.
All right, let's get on to some of the messages that you're sending on 0560 800,000. And then we will be running you through who your new members of parliament are. We'll tell you those who have been knocked down, knocked off the road as well. This one from Danso. Nana Danso in Oil City says, Election HQ was so on point, I just can't think far. Maybe you should expand operation in election coverage to all African countries. Nana Danso in Oil City sending us this.
It takes a lot of resources.
WhatsApp message. This one says, man of patience, man of peace. Nana president-elect. So you come up with an earlier message of it pays to be patient. Nana rewarded unquestionably. I'm not happy with the Supreme Court verdict, but for Ghana's sake, gets rewarded. All right, so man of peace, man of patience, Nana president-elect. And kindly include your name when you send us those WhatsApp messages on 0560 800,000. This one says, congratulations, Joy News, congratulations NDC for the peace, congrats multimedia reporters, congrats Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP. I love Ghana. God bless our homeland Ghana, from Eric Asari Ajay from Wale Wale. On that WhatsApp message. This one says, Roland, I want to know the body temperature of General Mosquito as they were under, as EC declared the president-elect from Diara. Don't rub it in, man. Okay, so lots of messages. This one says, Nana is like Jerry John Rawlings, no corruption. Neyo Ibrahim from Tumu in the Upper West region sending us this message. And here's one laughing off. You guys are scientific and mathematically mathematic. Abdul Arimeyao in Tabli. saying. So we thank you for the message that you've sent. Lots of congratulatory messages. This one says Election HQ could be a school for training credible reporters on elections. Giving us the thumbs up. Hashtag Election HQ. Paul Go in Achim of Fuasi with that message. This one says MPP is taking all the seats. Even my plastic chair is missing. Ajay. Cool message, yeah? This one says, God bless you all with such an outstanding character. That's from Malik in Dabuya. This one says, we did it again. Glory to God. At this point, without any proof, I can confidently say Ghanaians believe in one, in giving a party ADS and not a candidate. Two, following a rule of mapping from 1992 as a reference point to vote in line with America. That's what I strongly believe. You've got a couple of hashtags. Hashtag one God, hashtag one Ghana, hashtag one people, hashtag one nation.
Okay.
Colin Jam in Sabari in the northern region.
And we have to say good morning to you, Michael Aminine. You are in the UK, and we hope that you're happy.
Yeah,
because
like
all your texts did indicate that you are a great sympathizer of the party elect, the New Patriotic Party.
You should be buying yourself a ticket and checking in and coming to Ghana.
Did he say he was going to come to Ghana?
No, that's exactly what he would do.
All right, let's see if he can. So let me just run by you some of the female MPs who have been elected, new and old. One of the old, we'll mention just a couple of the old. We have Shirley Ayokobotwe, again won the Anya constituency for the MPP with some 51,882 votes. Esla Usui Kufo winning the Ablekuma West constituency seat for the MPP with some 34,376 votes. Sarah Adjwasafo winning the Dome Kwabinya constituency with 63,488 votes. Dr. Zanato Ajiman Rawlins winning the Clote Kole constituency with 33,609. Cynthia Mamley Morrison winning the Agona West constituency with some 43,100 votes. Quinsta Pokua Sawyer winning the Agona East constituency with 16,842 votes. Frida Prempe winning the Tano North constituency for the MPP with 19,815 votes. And this lady has been an assemblywoman in Accra and then going to the going to the Monoafo region and winning that very seats there. We have Francisca Oteng Mensah winning the Kwabre East constituency, and
that's a young lady.
Yeah, that's a young lady, we're told.
23 or so.
Yes, who won the primaries at the time, and we have Tina Na Ayele Mensah winning the Wejagbawe constituency seat with 34,216 votes.
Yeah. All right, let me continue and give you some more names. The Ifutu constituency, we know Alexander Afanyo Markin retained his seats. Barbara Asha AEC also won in the Ewutu Senya West. We've got George Anda winning and taking off. This became huge headlines because it was a massive win for George Anda as well. Moving on, Abena Dorua Mensah won for the Asin North constituency. A Comfy constituency, Francis Kinsley Atuk Kujo will be the next MP in Parliament. In the Heman Lower Dentra constituency, we've got Bright Reku Brobe. He's also heading to Parliament. Agona East constituency, and that's what Roland mentioned, Quinsta Pokua Sawyer. West Upper Dentra West, we've got Samuel in Sowajan. And then we go to Ejumako Enyan, Isiam constituency, where we have Kesel Atafo Singh, who's also a deputy finance minister, retaining his seat. Let's get a few names in the Greater Accra region. In the Adentan constituency, we've got a new person, Boabeng Asamoah of the NPP. That was keenly contested, we're told, a race against NDC's Mohammed Ramadan. In Ododo Diodio, Ni Lante Van der Poy, he retained that seat with some 36,600 votes.